a platform. When P and F come in the same word, they're not able to pronounce it
Hello, good
quite right.
evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Great. I'm good too. Thank you so much for asking. I see this is your
All right.
seventh session on Clapingo.
Yes, last session I have missed.
Okay. How have your
Yes.
sessions been so far?
It has been doing going great, and I'm enjoying with a new teacher. I'm just
Right.
trying to seek a good tutor over here so that I can connect every time. So I don't need
Right.
to give my laconic intro all the time
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
yes,
Right. So you're enjoying the journey as such. You're enjoying
yes.
meeting new people and speaking to them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. Good, good, very good. I hope you are sitting with a pen and a paper.
No.
Can you quickly go get it? I'll wait for you
All
because
right.
there are a few things that I want you to take down.
Okay. All right. Yes, I am ready now.
Yes. See, not to make this a classroom setup or a school, college sort of a setup, but I would encourage you to sit with a pen and a paper every class. Okay, even if the
Yes.
tutor doesn't ask you to. Not because you should take down what the tutor is saying,
Uh-huh.
take this as your personal journey. Whenever you come across something in the class that was new to you, try to take that
Mhm.
down. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything relating to English also. If there's something that you learned newly from the tutor, some concept, some word, anything, you can just take that down. That way, this becomes your learning journey.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're just randomly showing up for classes without even knowing what you're doing here.
To be very honest, I am so much zeal about it. Like I'm so fondness to learn English. Most of the time I spend in learning English.
Hmm.
Uh, yes, I'm so zeal about it.
Oh, great. That's nice then. That's nice. Because when you have that zeal for, learning something new,
Mm-hmm.
every new thing that you come across, you tend to pick up. Like, oh, that is
Yes,
something I did not know. Maybe I
yes,
should learn that. That's a nice, yeah. Okay, good.
yes.
So, since this is very early into your subscription journey through
Mm-hmm.
Clapingo, I would like to give you 5 different categories based on which you will have to be tracking yourself to see how good you're doing in these 5 areas.
All
Once
right.
you know you are doing good in these 5 areas, you can be sure that your English is good enough. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those areas are confidence. Please take them down.
Mm-hmm. All right.
First one is confidence.
All right.
Then we have pronunciation.
Oh yes, this is a major issue in myself.
Yeah, pronunciation. Then
Mm-hmm.
we have fluency.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then we have grammar.
Okay.
And then we have vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Yes, I have good accumulation of vocabulary. I can assure you.
Right.
Yes.
I can see that.
Oh.
You don't have to assure me, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So notice how I have given you 5 different categories based on which
Mhm.
you will be tracking yourself. Now, out of these 5 categories, if you ask me, I would suggest you work on your confidence first. The first most important thing is confidence, which
Okay.
obviously I do not see that is a problem because you are
Mm.
very confident as a person. But
Oh.
sometimes, even as a very confident person, we tend to fumble sometimes. Sometimes, when we see somebody who uses these people who've read a lot of books have a very different kind of vocabulary. Their language
Mhm.
is like, it goes sometimes beyond our head.
Yes. Yes.
So, when even as confident as I am today in front of you, sometimes if some learner comes to me with book vocabulary, I just go blank. I'm like, wow, even I did not
Oh.
know that. So some in those areas, our confidence might waver. We might feel like, oh, they know more than us. Maybe we should like
Mm-hmm.
slow down. We should not, because other times when we are speaking, that's not how we feel. We feel like, I know I can manage. I can speak. But when we see somebody who is doing much better than us, when he speaks slightly better language than us, we get that doubt, that self doubt.
Yes.
Maybe we should, slow down a little bit. Now, that is an indication that your confidence is not strong enough,
Hmm.
because somebody else's uh, plus point should not make you feel weak. That's a
Hmm.
negative thing. So when you look at somebody and you feel like they're speaking much better than me, maybe I should just pause. That means you are not very confident about yourself. So the first thing that you will have to work on is your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
When I say confidence, please do not mistake me. Confidence does not mean that you will not make mistakes.
Oh, yes.
Confidence means you will make mistakes, but you will have enough confidence to correct yourself. Instead of making that mistake and feeling like, what will they think about me? Did I just embarrass myself by saying this? That is not confidence. When you make a mistake and then
Mm-hmm.
immediately acknowledge that mistake and correct yourself, that is confidence. That is the kind of confidence I'm talking about. So that's the first thing that you will work on. Because
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, if you work on your confidence, everything else will fall in track. All
Hmm.
the other four categories will automatically fall into the track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the most important thing. And you should also know that confidence is not dependent on the other four things like fluency, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation. However, all of these four things are dependent on confidence.
Great. Oh, yes.
So you have to
I
work on
like.
your confidence,
Hmm.
right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before we move further, why don't you tell me what are the challenges you are currently facing while speaking in
Yes.
English?
Yes, as you like mention about the confident, I can assure you that I am too much confident, okay, while speaking in English. But the thing is that somewhere there are my some colleagues, so not colleagues, but companion. They say to me that David, your pronunciation is not that much quite good. You are speak
Hmm.
very very nice, very quite good. But the thing is that your pronunciation is not that quite good. So how can I work upon that? I am not getting anything at all.
Okay, perfect, perfect. First thing that I would like to correct you with is whenever you say my pronunciation, my friends tell me my pronunciation is not that good. Either you can say my pronunciation is not that good, or you can say they say my pronunciation is not quite good. You cannot say my pronunciation is that not quite good. You cannot use both. You can either use that or you can use quite. Okay, you cannot use that
Okay.
and quiet together. So you can say my friends usually tell me that my pronunciation is not quite good, so I have to work on it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or you can say my friends say that my pronunciation is not that good. You cannot say
All
both
right.
together. Okay,
Okay.
and when it comes to pronunciation, you and I need to understand the way I'm speaking in English. This English you might not know, but this is a South Indian accent.
Oh.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody who is born in a different state of India has their own accent, and we cannot change that. It's part of us, it's part of where we are from.
So,
Similarly,
I'm sorry for interrupting, but can I know why is that so? But like they are speaking from North India side, their accent is different. Why? Why there disparity in?
exactly. I'll tell you. First of all, the most and the biggest difference between South India and North India is that South India focuses a lot on education. For
Hmm.
example, I'm not degrading North India. I'm just saying that South Indians focus so much on education that you will not believe there are people who suicide if they don't get marks.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how much people in South value education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so slowly, we started having schools that started imposing English. Even outside of my classroom, I cannot speak in a vernacular language. I have to speak in English. So in my school, when I studied, in class, we have to speak in English. Every school has that. Outside of my class, if I speak in some other language, I will be fined, which means they forced me to speak in English. So, English has been a part of me from my school days, which is not the case for North Indians.
Hmm.
Even
Yes.
though they stay in a English medium school, they end up speaking in Hindi, even in class, even outside class, even the tutors for some time. Like,
Yes. Not sometime, all the time. I have full perception about it.
exactly. So when the tutors itself don't impose it, how will the learners get that? And then once they finish school and then college and then they go for work, they see people around them are speaking such beautiful English, and then they start getting the inferiority complex. Why am I
Hmm.
not able to speak like them? Why am I not able to speak in English? That's because your school did not impose it on you.
Hmm.
You get my point? At that time, we do not feel that it's that important. But today, when I see all of you, like a lot of learners coming here, I realize maybe if your school had forced it on you, your English would have been much better. And I studied in a Christian school. So you can imagine the amount of English
Yes.
imposition that have been on me. So,
Hmm.
and you asked me why different people from different states of India have different accents. That is because of their mother tongue. This English and this accent is a South Indian accent because of my mother tongue, because of where I come from. Now, your accent is different from mine because of your mother tongue. You speak in a very different language than mine. That is why your English is heavily influenced with your mother tongue.
Hmm.
Even when you're speaking in English, you're trying to mimic your Hindi accent. That is why the problem with pronunciation also is coming. So you will now have to slowly start listening to Google pronunciation of the
Uh-huh.
words and start changing
And
them.
there is
Okay.
any more substitution?
Now, generally, what I notice with North Indians is they have particular places where they make mistakes. For example, sir and sure is a
Uh-huh.
problem. Sir
Yes.
and sure, S and SH. Okay.
Hmm.
And then per and fur is a problem. Per and fur.
Hmm.
So, for example, a platform, when P and F come in the same word, they're not able to pronounce it quite right. Yeah. And then yeah, these are the two major things that I have noticed in North Indians. Apart from that, I think if I speak to you more often, I will get to know. So let's do a small exercise. Did you go through any session notes for today? Do you have any topic,
Yes. Yes. I went
like
there.
extra topic?
Topic is there is a unexpected situation where
Hmm.
you are a manager in a bank, and if some
Once in this conversation itself already, it's called manager.
manager.
Perfect.
Okay.
You did
Manager.
not pronounce it this way. You said something else. I forgot the accent in which you said it, but it's called manager. And
Manager.
even for situations, unexpected situations. Okay, try saying it. Situation.
Situation.
Again, it's situation. Sh. Patshala. Sh.
Situation.
Perfect. So do
Okay.
you see when I'm saying sir and sure is a problem? So
Hmm.
first of all, try to notice the words with sir and with sure. Every time the word ends with I-O-N, T-I-O-N,
Hmm.
S-I-O-N, it's always sure, shin,
Sure.
okay?
Yes. Sure.
Pronunciation, T-I-O-N, pronunciation,
Pronunciation.
not
Sure. Sure.
pronunciation, no,
Sure. Sure. Sure.
yeah.
Sure. Right.
Yes. So practice these words separately. Like try to pick out the smallest of words. English,
Hmm.
pronunciation.
English
Uh, what else?
pronunciation.
If you just type on Google saying words with Tion, you will get it.
Hmm.
All the words that end with Tion, you will pronounce it as sure, not
Sure.
sir.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Hmm.
So in this small conversation itself, can you see that there is a lot of change that we have to do? Manager,
Yes.
situation, right? So try
Uh-huh.
to start reading more.
Reading. Okay.
Reading more. Reading will help you. Now, when you are reading, what should you focus on? you should focus on the sir and the sh. Every time you see a word with
Yeah.
S-T-I-O-N, S-H, try to underline that word and see how you're pronouncing it. Pause and pronounce it twice.
Sure. Sure. All right.
Okay? Okay.
Hmm.
This, you don't have to be worried. It's not a big crime. It's just your mother tongue. Nobody can change your accent. You cannot
Mhm.
change your accent. It's who you are. But we will change the pronunciation of the words for sure.
All right.